Wednesday, November the 8th. Got a pretty special deal here tonight. We're at Wilderness Mountain here at Kimbling City, and we're here with an outdoor brand rep group, and what they're doing is they bring all the manufacturers in from all over the country, and we've got 16 pros, Bassmaster Elite champions, FLW champions, All-American champions. So, and I'm just tickled to death to be here. I don't know why they got me here with the caliber of fishermen that's here.
Yeah, right.
But instead of you guys listening to me, today was our first day of practice, and then we have 2-day events, which starts tomorrow. So I'm going to kind of go around and let everybody talk about their practice. You know, we had the Toyota Series last weekend, and anybody that watched that seen, you know, live scoping was a lot of the big deal, which, you know, Cody and Jeremy was one spot out of the cut, and Cody had a really good second day, just didn't have a good first day. But anyways, let's start with Cody. Cody, what do you think's going on out there?
Just like Pete said, you know, kind of for me, it's just going to be a live scoping fest probably this week, and that's kind of that's where I messed up last week. I tried not to do it the first day. Second day, I just put my head down and did it. You know, today we caught a few nice ones doing it, so it just seems a little different than most years. It's kind of like the fish are more main lake related. You know, they're not back end stuff. Just a little bit different, but you know, there's still a lot of really nice fish biting, so maybe it'll be a fun week.
Now this is the third year we've done this. Jeremy was champion last year, and then Justin the year before that, he was second last year.
Yeah,
So these are the two guys that we need to hear from.
Well, I tell you what, Cody's right. This year's just behind. I mean, it's hot. I mean, even deer season and everything's just way behind.
The deer are sweating, ain't they?
They are. I mean, you're out there hunting in shorts and a t-shirt. It's terrible. But I mean, really, you know, I think the fish are behind too. And one thing you can rely on is that Garmin Live Scope. I mean, whenever it's behind a little bit, you can use that to your advantage, and I think we're all using that. But at no point it's going to catch up. It's going to get good. It's going to be the tackle rock that we all know, where you can throw a rock crawler down the bank and that kind of deal. It's just not quite there yet. And so, I mean, I'm going to scope right along with everybody else, and that's just how it's going to be. I mean, just because as a competitor you're forced to do the best you can, and I think the best you can is with the live scope out in front of you. So, I mean, that's my game plan for tomorrow. We'll see how it goes.
Mike?
Well, he won 2 years ago, so I want to hear what he has to say.
I mean, I would definitely agree with Cody and Jeremy. Live scope's definitely probably the easiest way to get a bite, I would say. You can at least see and know you're casting at a fish where, man, it seems like if you just try to cover water today, I threw a, top water, like a Spro Cyclone, a Walker Plopper, for a good amount of time today and had one bite on it. It was a really good one, but, I threw it a long time to get one bite. It just doesn't seem like there's a lot of
And we have perfect conditions, you know, for the crankbait or for the top water. You know, clouds.
Lots of wind.
You know, a lot of wind. We're going to have wind again tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, and this lake's one of those lakes that things can happen fast. And if we do get some wind, some clouds, some rain, I'm hoping the rock crawler bite starts coming around. I have live scoped, and I may be in trouble. You said today was our first day of practice. I actually went out yesterday.
I did too.
And fished too. So, I mean, maybe we're all in trouble.
I think they're all natural.
Whoa, time out.
Yeah. So,
you guys can't win any prizes.
That's what I figured. But no, in all honesty, I mean, yesterday I went out and cranked for 2 hours yesterday morning. I literally caught 3 bass cranking, had 1 keeper. Went live scoping and only did it for a couple hours and caught limit pretty quick. Had really nice smallmouth, caught a whole bunch of good spots. I'm not talking big ones, but good spots live scoping, and it just seems like the fish are way behind. They're definitely not relating to the typical stuff they would. This time of year we're usually looking for them in the guts and the flats, and we're looking for them in the guts and the creeks, and they're just not there yet, and there's no life on the bank. That's the thing that's crazy. You get up there around the bank, and there's no bream, there's no short minnows, nothing happening, and eventually it's going to, like Jeremy said. And you got to realize, last year, this time of year, I remember sitting in my deer stand last year, and we had snow on the ground.
Yeah.
So it's a totally different year this year than it was last year.
I'm going salad. I'm gonna do what I know to do. I tried to scope my extreme glide today, and I could watch it. It looked like I had a big fish following me once or twice, and it was my glide bait, and it felt good. And that's I'm going to stay shallow and do top water glide bait and fish traditional taper rock.
Kyle had a good one last year too, didn't you? Did you finish in the money?
Well, plus had biggest bass.
Yeah.
But conditions were different.
Yeah.
That's the struggle. It's like everybody's
Yeah.
saying. I mean, the conditions are behind. I've noticed that the lower end of the lake and mid lake has gotten really, really clear. Of course, I saw a lot of shore minnows up today.
Yeah, we did too.
They're everywhere, especially if you get in those windblown areas, but the fish haven't followed, and I don't know if that's just the clarity or the water temperature. I would say more water temperature than anything. I ran way up the White River today, was able to catch several good fish from offshore scoping to up on a buzzbait on windblown point, but it was very sporadic. I hit 4 in a row, had one that had 3.5 on.
Yeah.
So it's going to be part of that jump fishing, part of that if you go dedicate the time on live scope, you're going to catch your fish. Are the conditions going to change and bring them up with having a windy day? But we're going to have a different wind tomorrow. So a lot of us, I think, are kind of just running around, just trying to figure out a solid pattern. The main thing is going to be live scope, but hopefully they'll be a little bit shallow with it.
Fishing our strengths.
Well, thanks for all the information. That's going to help me. No, but I tried a lot of the live scoping in the open water, like the guys in the Toyota series were doing last week. I have trouble in the middle of the lake live scoping. You know, I feel like I gotta have a reason the fish are living there. Whether
You
they're
want to be
coming off a
fishing a
tree
drop or a tree or
a
something.
channel swing or,
Yeah.
or something. But a lot of the fish were just caught out in the middle of nowhere, and we found a lot of bait out there today. But we kind of mixed it up. I think we had 7 keepers. We had a couple on a football jig, one out of brush, one out of rock. The smallmouth seem like when you get a bite, they're relatively shallow. You know, whether they're out over the deep water or on the bottom, they seem like they're 15 to 18 foot. I caught a few on deep docks, but I'm going to kind of run with the live scope, and if we can get 5, we're probably going to tie on a glide bait and mag draft, especially with the wind. You know, it's just pretty tough right now. But guys, I really appreciate it.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's a couple $1 million you guys have won. Cody, he ain't slowed down since he started in college, and he's still smoking. You know.
And some of us are getting old these days.
Yeah. Hey, tell me about it.
Yeah.
I should have a handicap. You gotta just give me a 2 or 3 pound.
I kind of feel the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not all great, man.
So everybody, you know, good luck. Till next week. Good luck. Good fishing.